How's it going, Daniel? Just getting kicked off. First one on.
We exist for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is
Good morning. Good morning.
www.cowetaforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Keep your home safe with home scan inspections. Our licensed and accredited professionals know exactly what to look for in order to prevent safety hazards and costly events that may be found in your home. Ask about our free roof and termite inspections to ensure all areas are covered. Visit homescaninspector.com or send a text to 770-855-5678. Homescan Inspections, where knowing matters.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newnan.
Hey there, folks. Looking for the top expert.
Good morning. There you go.
Insurance and life insurance. Look no further
Let's
than
go ahead and get
CP
this set
Financial.
up.
Meet Charmaine, your trusted agent.
Oops, sorry.
Charmaine works with multiple companies, ensuring you get the options tailored just for you. Why settle for less when you can have the list? 706-525-5931 and speak to Charmaine.
There you go.
CP Financial top local sales agent.
Well, you're ready to go?
Just a call away.
Hey, sports fans. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Drive time. WQEE. Braves Country is a Southern sports talk show with Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. That's Braves Country with Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Hey, sports fans, it's Ron Peterson here, host of the Ron Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show. Every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more. And who knows, you might even hear you.
Here we go. There we go. We're getting ready to go on.
99.1 FM.
If you're looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with,
Here we go. Wait, what's going on and off?
well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles
Yes.
downtown Eatonton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get a $99 new patient special, including x-rays and exam. Maybe you're looking for veneers. Most Valuable Smiles veneer special includes 1 free veneer with every 5 purchased. Or get that bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage of an exclusive $100 off Zoom whitening treatment when you do 30318. Or visit mostvaluablesmiles.com.
The views and opinions of this
Here we
show
go.
program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
He's got that pretty much right. What's up, everybody? It's a TGI Tuesday, Twisted Tuesday. Period number 1 is underway. 3 periods of nonstop play of sports, entertainment, and more. We've got Richard Holdridge this morning, and movie reviewer Shane B joins us. Couple of great guests on a couple of days before the 4th. I don't know. I'm RyanORadio Penitentiary host, the one, the only Ryan Neal, and of course, I'm the game, all right. 50,000 plus of you worldwide. Know that all over the shoutcast, shout it out loud. The RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada. And, of course, the Jordan Communication and Family Radio Stations, 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and so much more. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you again, a very, very good night. We appreciate you guys joining us this morning on this as we kick it off in 3 periods of nonstop play, sports, entertainment, and more. We'll talk a little why it's 6, but first, to my haters, I got this to say. I am the man around here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Where's the Merry Christmas? What? Yeah, just a couple of days before the 4th. Good morning, Christopher. How you doing this morning? Joining us on the feed. It's listener takeover, kicking off the hour. We'll appreciate everybody being with us on the feed. Good morning to Daniel. Hey, this week's Friday is almost here. I know, right? Everybody be getting off a little early. Wouldn't it be great if we got paid for a full week and only have to work 3 days or so? That'd be great. Also, Z Von Gool. Good morning to you. Salute to you as well. Christopher, did I really sleep that long? Last I knew it was July. That's what Christopher's saying. Merry Christmas. The Wondering Impy says, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, the beautiful people. The beautiful people. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Also, good morning, all you fantastic folks there. We got Richard Holdridge from the Sports Feed joins us this morning. We'll talk a little Sunbelt baseball and get ready for the baseball leagues. He's doing 32 weeks of nonstop NFL action on his show from 2 to 3 weekdays. So we'll get into that. Plus, Shane B and I are going to talk about the top 10 movies. Inside Out 2 took the #1 spot once again. And we'll get you what's hot, what's not, what you need to check in Marvel and DC Universe and all that good stuff. And what he is saying you need to check out movie-wise or shows or whatever. And we got our poll question in a moment. Got some news. ADL sues Iran, Syria, and North Korea for aiding Hamas in the attacks on Israel. We'll talk about that. And other big news, Michael J. Fox played guitar in a wheelchair, man, with Coldplay. We'll talk about these stories plus our daily devotion. Which movie? Now, here's our poll question, ladies and gentlemen. Which movie would make a great television show? Top Gun, 20%. Young Guns, 33%. The Crow has no votes yet. And Beverly Hills Cop, with the new one coming out, Beverly Hills Cop 4, I think this month. The Beverly Hills Cop, 33% of the votes so far. So we got 3 of them at 33% of the votes, and 1 no one really cares would make a great TV show. What up? What's up? Good morning, Kenneth. How you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well. Salute to Z this morning. As a controversial Marilyn Manson as controversial Marilyn Manson was, is he probably one of the smartest people in the world? Honest to God, he probably was smart, but I mean, he didn't make metalheads. And look, when you make Pantera fans mad, who their guy, half of their band is non-believers, yeah, you doing some things wrong. I'll have to tell you a story of what happened at a concert years ago. I think it was like an Ozfest. We'll talk about it. Good morning, hippie there. But anyway, we got a lot in store for you. 15 minutes past the hour, 76 degrees, partly cloudy skies out there. Time and temperature is high near 87 today, low near 75. It's going to be cooling off a tad bit today. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. Also, ladies and gentlemen, your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall, things at all. Mike of the crew can exterminate and let smack down for you. Yes, the Crow, rest in peace, Brandon Lee. We talked about Brandon Lee with our good friend Randy Rocket Cody, who's supposed to join us tomorrow as well, as always, the first Wednesday of each month. But there you go. Those are the ones that's in there. We'll jump into it and everything. I got to tell you this story. It is a story time. It's story time with Ryan, baby, with Ryan, baby. Before we get anything kicked off, it's story time with Ryan, baby. I had to pull that Adam Cole thing out. Sorry. What's up, creepy? Confidential, super creep. Sup, creeps? She says. What's going on? She's off today. Ozfest was one of the greatest shows I've ever been to. Me too, Daniel. Me too. And everything. But I tell you what, we'll get into that story probably about how Pantera fans didn't really care for Marilyn Manson at this particular concert I was at. All I'm going to say is when he started tearing up, tearing pages out of the Bible, Pantera fans who over half of their band is non-believers didn't like what he was doing on stage. I guess they didn't like the way he looked either. But you go look at old Pantera fans, you'll understand. Now most of them have long hair in the back and no hair in the front. That's just how they are. Let's just say that bottles of stuff that came out of people's fronts and backs were thrown at him at this concert. I mean, Godsmack played it. Pantera played it. Oh, man, that was many years ago. It was a good show. It's close to Atlanta, so that's, anyway, that's it. I'm not going to get into it. Too much of a story time that would make you guys a little sick on early morning hours for some of you, late night for some of you. You got to get ready for that breakfast. You know what I mean? Best concert was ever was infected mushrooms, man. I was high on LSD, but it was a hell of a show. Oh, who'd you see? Or do you just not remember who you saw? Or you went to Ozfest? Oh, man, many, many, many moons ago. That was many, many moons ago for many of us old folks. I just celebrated my birthday Friday. I got old, you know what I mean? And I want to thank all you guys once again, man. You made me feel like a D-list celebrity. Now, D-list celebrities are contacting me. Hey, you're equal to us. I'm like, no, I'm not. My listeners are the ones that made me, so forget you. I'd rather talk to Wondering Hippie and Daniel and Creepy Confidential. Well, she's kind of a star too, but you know who I'm thinking. The regular folk. Unless you want to pay to be on my show. Big time people. Pantera fans are most likely all in jail now, Ryan. No, actually, I'm not in jail. I'm a Pantera fan. Old school Pantera fan. Randy's not in jail. He's a Pantera fan. Actually, Randy Rocket Cody comes on Wednesday with us, who does, the review. He researches a lot of unusual stories and does music reviews for MetalDen.com. His wife used to hang out with Daryl Dimebag and Vinny back in the day. They lived right there in Fort Worth. So she knows the family pretty well. What's your opinion on pink tacos? I say taste like chicken. I don't know if I've ever had pink tacos. What kind of pink tacos are you talking about, buddy? We got a lot of women listening to me like, what? Huh? Wait, what? What did he just say? Pantera today might not be up to par, but they have a couple hell of players in there trying with them. But Pantera does not suck. Marilyn Manson went home crying because of Pantera fans back when I went to that. They didn't like my satanic ways. It's like Pantera's like, buddy, get us another beer and play some metal, man. What's wrong with you? Look, I came for the day when metalheads were metalheads. Okay. I love Down, dude. I love Down. I love all that stuff from down in Louisiana. Soul Green, EHG, Super Joint. They all good. They all good. Hank Williams III played in those bands. Hank Williams Jr.'s son played in those bands. Anyway, that is what you were saying. Wondered Hippie said, wow, Daryl's Dimebag hasn't been heard. Haven't heard that name in a while. Yep. We need Alex Jones in the ring for. We need Alex Jones to get in the ring. Ryan for his get. Oh, next year we need Alex Jones to give Ryan a ring for his birthday. Oh yes. Looks like we found a new friend here. Guys, looks like we found a new friend in the penitentiary. You and the RyanORadio penitentiary, brother, on. And looks like OST, is that what it is? OST Rich? OST. Looks like he or she, I don't know, but could be either or. There's a new friend. They know every one of those bands down in Nolans. Ooey, ooey, ooey. EHG, Town, Super Joint. Name a few more. Ostrich, is that what it's supposed to be? It's split, so I didn't know if that was the way it was supposed to say ostrich. Thank you for putting that there. Dr. Who, What, Where, my friend. Ostrich, yeah, okay. I just want to make sure it's split. It may be Ost and Rich. I'm Mr. Rich. Ostrich. There you go. Hell yeah, brother. You found a new friend in me. There you go, Ostrich and I. That sounds like it would be a cool name for a sludge metal band too. Because sludge metal bands don't have to have all that pretty little pink ribbon tied. Let's sound like we need to sell records names. Ostrich is one of them bands like, I'm going to see Ostrich. Yeah, man. They're opening up for EHG. Yeah, there you go. Ostrich is the largest bird. Ostrich, like the large bird. Yes. I didn't know it was split, OST and Rich. I didn't know if that was like a synonym for a different name, because so many people come in here for different things. But now that we just know it's Ostrich, it's going to stay that way until he comes in and say, no, man, it's Mr. Rich, dude. But it says ostrich. No, get it right, dude. Love the name. Some people have zero creativity. I know, right? Some people just come up with the names like, Robert. Robert in Australia, don't get mad. Robert's like, yeah, man. Wait a minute, you talking about me? Sweetly's like, yeah, creative names. Bob says, hey, my name's creative. Bob. Come on. You guys. Oh, here we go. The inmates are going at it this morning. It's going to be a riot in the penitentiary. Oh, Lord. Red Bricks is not, he must be sleeping. He must still be in his cell sleeping this morning. Or his room, penitentiary, whatever. His private suite. 23 minutes past the hour. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, Ostrich. Man, me and him go now know the same bands. I never would have. It's cool that somebody knows those. I feel like I'm the only one that knows those bands. Everybody else is like, you don't listen to like pop music, Ryan? You don't like so-and-so? I do know a lot of so-and-so's bands, but it's just, Anyway, let's get back to it. Wow, man. Let's jump into it. Headline news this morning. A couple of headline news stories. One is about one of my favorite actors from my favorite movie, Back to the Future, from Family Ties, as well as Spin City. Actor Michael J. Fox is in the house. Not on the show, but in the house on the news. Some people should change their names to, oh, well, I can't say that. Can't do that one. Anyway, Michael J. Fox performed with Coldplay sitting in a wheelchair. The 63-year-old played guitar on songs like Fix You and Humankind while sitting in a wheelchair at the Glastonbury Festival over the weekend with Coldplay. And Chris Martin said it was an honor to have him. And he says that everybody, Coldplay fans, love the man known as Michael J. Fox. There you go. What's up? How you doing? Morning, squirrel. Good morning. Who you talking to? Squirrel. I like Coldplay better when they were known as U2. Yeah, they, New Year's Day was a great song by them. Oh, I'm saying squirrel because I can't say that other on the radio. I know what you said, but I can't say that. Crispies. Yeah, this is not a conspiracy. I mean, this is not a on the internet podcast that only 12 people download. It's all over the radio. I can't say that, but that's funny. I knew what you said. That's funny though, Crispies. I can't say that on the radio, so I changed it to squirrel for the safety of me. But anyway, back to Doctor Who. What? Where? I like Coldplay better as U2. Yeah, they had New Year's Day. They had Streets with No Names. Those were good songs by them back in the day. No, I know what you're trying to say. That's what that is, but I know what it's supposed to be. The other thing. Okay. A night servant is a squire. All right, I'll say squire. Oh, I just got in trouble for saying squire. No, I know what you want me to say. The other one. Can't say the other word. I'm not allowed to say. I can only say squirrel, not squire on the radio. Now I've got a $1,500 fine. We ended the show silly yesterday, Crispies. We ended the show yesterday silly, so I had to continue that. Not you, Mr. Rock. You. Cool show. Thank you. All right, let's see. How can you catch a blank squirrel? I can't say that, G-A-Y. How can you catch a G-A-Y squirrel? Okay. A, climb a tree and pretend to be an almond. He said almonds are fruits. By much. Can't say that. Can't say anything about fruits on the radio. You missed out on the fun stuff we had yesterday, buddy. It's going great this morning. It's going great. There's just words we can't say on the radio like ass and damn and hell. Whoops, I just said them. And squire. I mean, it might mean super gay or something. Like troll free is super gay because he just came on and said he was. Wait a minute, I'm going to try to make fun of somebody when I sit here on my imaginary conspiracy theory in my mama's bedroom eating my frozen Pop-Tarts. Don't come into the inmates. I'm messing with you this morning, Crispies. I was welcoming you into the family because you were picking too, having a good time. The 7 dirty words. Yeah, those are words you really can't say on the radio because that'd be blankety blank 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 blank. And they'll be like, "You're going to jail, boy. You can't say the F word." You like yogurt, Tro-Free? Wow. I didn't know you liked ass yogurt or whatever it was. Good for you. Crispies, what's up? Oh, wait a minute. This can't be my Mr. Owen, is it? I did. Haven't seen you in a few days. I think I missed WCW show. Yes, you missed me talking about that. Oh man, I'll have to drop a little bit of that in there for you. I thought that the squires were the ones who wrote the Bible and did the legal documents from the 1800s. A lot of times squires were those people who were knights, up under knights, growing to become knights. You know what I'm saying? They were your apprentices, basically. It is indeed, sir. Change the name and profile pic. There you go. Okay. You guys confuse me sometimes when you change your stuff like RW did. I knew RW was who he was when he came out as Logan Paul Jr. Oh, that's right, Crispy. There you go. So many different words, so much stuff. I'm just messing with you this morning, Crispy. Or Mr. Owen, I'm just messing with you this morning. We welcome you back in. Glad to have you back. Lawyer or you? Ooh. No, it's WQEE. There's no U in it. Listen, you put troll free. Listen, you put in the U in it, which means that's who you are. Back in a moment. Damn, people are stupid. I see that because my mommy said so. She didn't like me to be that way. Mommy, bring me a Pop-Tart. Tell my boyfriend to call me. Okay, troll free. Not that I care, but still. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know that you're mine. I've seen your page with the boxing stuff on it. So there you go. And the fighting. I know. Too. Hello, Doc Brown. I got your information yesterday. I'm going to send you back what I need to get from you so we can get everything taken care of for this. As far as like where I need to send it and all that kind of stuff. I'll get with it. I just had a full day yesterday and they got another full day. I got to send out invoices. That's what pays the bill. So I got to send out all the people's bills. Say, hey, pay me. Pay your bills. I don't care if you turn your lights off. Just pay your radio bill. I don't care if you can't go eat over at that dive bar. Pay your bill. Smoking on some Skittles for all the 420 fans. I think I'll tell Sweet Leaf that it might be there. Troll free. Here's what I've realized. The people that are in their mid-30s and millennials think that they're funny. They think picking on people is funny. And then when somebody calls them out, they go, where, mommy. How was the WCW show? It was good, man. I feel like only Booker T was the only one that felt like Eric Bischoff was the one that kind of brought the downfall of the particular organization because of the checkbook. But most everybody, including Vince Russo, everybody said they thought it was Turner Broadcasting, which was bought out with AOL, Time Warner. It was them that put it out. And in the end, after seeing it, I saw that one of the guys in Turner was friends with one of the guys who used to work for Turner and who worked for Vince McMahon at the time in the WWE. And Bischoff and his crew were going to pay $6.3 something million for it. And these people pay $4 million for it in WWE. And because these two guys were friends, people felt like there was kind of people that don't work for the company felt like there was kind of a behind the scenes white collar crime there. And most of the other people was on there like, well, I don't know. And then the thing with Kevin Nash was like, he says Bischoff should have been patted on the back for 2 years of competing with Vince McMahon because nobody's ever done that. And nobody has not since. And that has been the truth. So that's how I think it was pretty good. I agree with them. It was corporate that shut them down. They had problems. Of course, they had problems because the writing and the show and some of the people, it just ups and downs. But the company holding them back from being able to do what they were doing, big payouts and all that kind of stuff. So not one thing attribute to the WCW downfall, just due to the quality of WWE at the time. yeah, that was one of the things because Vince could continue to get the extreme. But, you know, that extreme stuff only lasts so long. Amen, Randy. Amen, brother. So that was just for you, Crispies. Just for you all. Nobody heard that on the air. That was just for you to do a little review for you since you missed it. Oh, welcome back in. Good morning, Randy. How you doing? God bless you, brother. Thank you for being with us. Randy says, hey, y'all, good morning. Jesus loves you. Let us all come to repentance for our disobedience. Amen. You're very welcome, my brother. I did that little off the air for you. All right, we got movie reviews and sports and so much more this morning on this edition of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You just can't shake a stick at it. There you go. Dude, are you mentally retarded or something? We got a mentally retarded guy in here. I'm going to say all this stuff because I've been over for the Plowboys. America is that again. You're the one that is all that. Good morning, 12. How you doing? This is not queer rock. I don't understand. The people that see it in there, I'm going to be honest with you. If you see queer and WQEE, obviously, if you put a U in there, obviously you're the one that's queer. And I'm not trying to offend any gay people out there because there's gay people listening to the show. We're not doing that. I'm not offending you. I'm talking to the ones that want to be offensive towards you. All right, and I'm doing good, 12. I'm doing great, brother. Every morning saying Irish wrist watch. Say Irish wish. I can't say it. I can't say it. Can't even say wrist watch. Irish wrist watch slow, buddy. You've already beat me. Two deer walk out of a gay bar. One says to the other, I can't believe I blew $50 in there. Troll free is. That's where he's going. Oh, damn. Purple, what? Purple. There you go. We'll do that one. I like that one. All right, let's get back into it. I'm glad you're doing great, 12. Good morning to you, brother. Good morning. All right, which movie would make a great television show? 40% say Top Gun, 25% say Young Guns, The Crow at 15%, and Beverly Hills Cop with 20% of the votes so far. There you go. There you go. You fit 24 breakfast in your mouth. I don't know why some idiot thinks he's funny for saying stupid things. On the flip side of your question, which TV show would make a good film? You there's so many out there. Now you're going to make me think there. I say, well, I'd like to see any comedy show would be good. From back in the day, Growing Pains, Family Ties, they all did movies anyway, so I can't really say that. My favorite Martian would be a good movie. There you go, Doctor Who, What, Where. You're right. Lost count at 400. You? I'm off to bed. Be kind to one another. Much respect. Nobody. Why are you a mentally retarded hillbilly that your mom and dad bent you over and you acting a full trophy? You think you're funny? I think I'm funnier. This is what idiots in that middle generation. We should have slapped you in the mouth like our parents slapped us in the mouth. You are not as smart as you think you are. You sucked up to somebody and got somewhere. All right, let's get back to my normal folks. Octahacks. The wall color doesn't look good. I know. Some people like it, some people don't, bro. I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Oh. It's in the radio studio. All right, let's go here. Get rid of that. Thank you very much. There you go. All right. So, Mini. My Favorite Martian's a good one there. So, let's see. Tearing up the trolls inside the inmates and everything. They're just a bunch of poor boys, they wannabes. They're just a bunch of violent people out there. They're not making anybody look bad because the bad people are like, don't make me look bad. And then bad people are bad. That'd be the same thing as saying, well, Charles Manson was like, I wasn't bad. I wasn't bad just because me and my people killed people told me I was bad. Dude, are you mentally retarded or something? You keep saying the same thing over. It shows me that you are mentally retarded and your daddy bent you over and says, this is the only way to get ahead in life. Join the po' boys, and join the Klan. Let me bend you over. Troll free. His mom and daddy bent him over. Oh no, Ryan, you hurt somebody's feelings. You hurt the Klansman's feelings. Who cares? People have to do their jobs to find them now because of this show. All right, 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. Now that we're done with Troll Free, who thinks he's a troll free, now he's troll gone. I want to get back to the question that was asked. Many shows could be good. Many shows. MacGyver would be a good movie. Dukes of Hazzard was a movie. A-Team was a movie. So a lot of them have turned into movies that I liked. The Fall Guy, I didn't like that new one. So. The Bionic Man, that was a movie too. Dadgummit. Oh, Lord. I thought it was a cluster, you know what. And when you got two boomers up there, it's like, oh, Lord, it made us look bad. Yeah, you missed the troll. Oh, man, they are so cute. You missed it all right. He just kept on, so I had to get him out of here because I was like, I didn't have time to deal with his uneducated, immoral, same thing over and over, childish remarks. I'm like, I got to thinking, it must have been our generation that brought up their generation, telling them they were smart. Yes, you're smart. I want to hear your opinion. My parents wouldn't let me have an opinion. They beat the hell out of me. So I want to hear your opinion. I'm going to rag on how everybody's raised from boomers all the way up to today. Oh, Lord. Anyway, let's get back to it. Let's do a little bit of news because that's what's important. This is kind of a situation. The ADF League is suing Iran, Syria, and Northern Korea for a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit over allegations that they provided material to support Hamas used in the surprise attack on Israel on October 7th. Announced yesterday, the pro-Israel lobby group and let's get this right. Getting a little tongue-tied. Thanks to troll free hurt my feelings. Not really. Anti-Semitism watchdog filed its lawsuit in the U.S. District Court of the District of Columbia on behalf of 125 U.S. citizens who were victims of the October 7th attack or had family members that were victims of it. Wow. Finally, we're going to court. This is what we need to be doing, going to court over all this stuff. Not killing one another, but going to court, man. Sue them for money. That's what we should sue China for shutting us down for 4 years, for a full year. The lawsuit is seeking no less than $4 billion. And of course, Iran is the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, along with Syria and North Korea, according to the CEO of the ADL. That is Jonathan Greenblatt. He said in their roles in the biggest attacks during the Holocaust, Hamas has killed some 12,000 Israelites and kidnapped more than 250 since October 7th with the launch of a surprise attack during this festival. The lawsuit is based on information that states that Hamas could not have carried out such a complicated and calculated attack without the support and sponsorship of of Iran, Syria, and North Korea. Wow. Time out in my day with a good old-fashioned butt whooping. There you go. Good night, hippie. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? So there you go. There you go. Anyway, wow. That's how you're supposed to handle things right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you handle things. Everybody's like, what? Yeah, that's how you handle things. You get in a lawsuit and sue people. People are more afraid of losing their money than losing their lives. Iran's like, what? They want billions of dollars from us? No. Pretty messed up over in the Middle East. It is, brother. It is. God bless those innocent people, Israelites, the Palestinian people that are amongst all that are just having to be a part of a war between people, man, that about control. Millions of dollars. But billionaires are nice guys. Just look at Elon Musk. You know, he's got the XXX now where he's allowing, porn to be on the internet for your kids. That's a nice guy. Don't be jealous of their billions. Illegal Israel immigrants born in Palestinian crops. There's another one. Check out those headline news, as well as Israel is detaining pregnant Palestinian women, according to information coming out of the Middle East there. And Hamas leader calls for Palestinians to have their own democracy. Yeah, said Magnus. I guess he's from the South. Welcome to the South there, buddy. Which movie will make a great television series? 39% of you saying Top Gun, 22% say Young Guns and The Crow, and 17% say Beverly Hills Cop. And Mr. Owen come up with a different idea. The opposite of what movie would make a good TV series. Or what TV series would make a good movie. I'm sorry. Back in a moment. What's up, brother? Magnus, I love that name. That sounds like a wrestler, rock star, and our radio show host name all in one. Australia. All right. We love Australia. Young Guns would be mine. There you go. We have a lot of Australian listeners on here. You guys are the coolest guys ever. Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to you.
One of the biggest questions I get is how to prepare for staying safe while away from home. Hi, I'm Holly Reese, founder of Warrior Defenders Women's Self-Defense. It's crucial to start preparing for your safety now as you head off to college. Learn how to protect yourself today to have a safer tomorrow at warriordefenders.com.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location.
Red, you got a nephew named Magnus.
Same great taste.
I love that name. This reminds me of what Nick Atlas used to go by. Scandinavian name. Oh, I got some Scandinavian in me, bro. On my dad's side, 4th generation Scandinavian. My father, who's passed away's family, moved to America. 14-year-old genius, awesome. My dad is Norwegian. Norwegian is awesome. Viking power. There you go, brother. My mom has Seminole Indian in her side. So I've got that fighting power on both sides in me. Roar! See, I got an excuse if I get mad at people, right? Cool mix, right? You got a little Native American in me, a little Viking in me. That means I have a right to get a little raw chest. Yeah, I love it. Now I understand sometimes. There you go. Understand my attitude. Woo! Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Cool mix. Cool. Thanks, 12. Uh-oh.
WQEE 99.1 FM, Newton, Georgia.
My daddy's non-existence. He isn't. Well, you still have the great Lord upstairs to be your father. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What's up, everybody? Yeah. I found out I got a little Viking mixed with me since I got Scandinavian in me and Native American. So now I know why I can get so big and beat my chest. It's natural. It comes from natural families. Okay. You have a right to scalp any politician live over the radio. Oh, no, I don't want to scalp them. I ain't go to jail for that, but I do have a right to get on to them and say things. We'll say scalping in a sense of using my word terminology, right? Physical scalping will get me in trouble. I leave that up to my friends at the Navajo Nation. Sweet Lee's like, yeah, that can get you in trouble, buddy. Got a little Scandinavian in me. We got Magnus with us this morning. And, of course, 12 is with us. Crispy's been with us. Why do Swedish warships have what? I can't see some of this without bringing down. Okay, there we go. Why do Swedish warships have barcodes on them? Why do Swedish warships have barcodes on them? Why do they have barcodes on them? Randy says, we have a Father in heaven who loves us and wants the best for us. Amen, brother. Amen. Why do they have barcodes on them? Tell us, Mr. Owen. So they can Scandinavium. No, you shouldn't say like that. Oh, no, that's not good. Randy said a turtle with some coffee would be a fierce creature. I know, right? Oh, that's a good one. No, Mr. Owens. That's a good one, Crispies. Magnus said, talk about politicians. I just saw the presidential debate. What a train wreck. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. That is our two candidates here in America. Both boomers. That lead us right into the future, right? Can barely remember their names. They want to go golfing together. You want to come to my house and golf? Yeah, I want to come to your house and golf. My handicap's better than yours. No, mine's better than yours. You got to carry your own bags. No, I won't carry my own bags. I'm rich. That's what I pay these punks to carry them. No, I pay punks to carry them too. My handicap. That's the only thing I knew that was out of that whole thing. It made the news in Australia. Oh, Lord. Guys, it's embarrassing now. Where are my Generation Xers at in America? It's time for us to give up on being, rocking the vote is what Dave Mustang told us to do. It's time for us to grow our asses up and take over because the boomers can't remember their names. Sorry if I'm hurting anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to hurt any boomers' feelings, but truthfully, people are like saying this was the most embarrassing thing they saw around the world. Magnus was laughing at that. Yep, they're going to be golfing, man. It's all about the golfing. No doubt boomers' time is over. Truth. I love them. don't get me wrong. I love you, boomers. You beat the hell out of us. You made us get switches off the branches. You threw us out in the streets and got run over by cars. You know, it was all good stuff you did for us. But it's time for you to move aside. Oh, Lord. Yep, you're right. Enjoy the retirement. They worked hard. Enjoy. Yes, they did work hard. They did work hard. Some of them worked hard at making their kids' lives a living. You know what? And now the kids can go back and get revenge on them. I'm gonna put you in an old folks' home. I'm just kidding. It's called a joke. Don't worry about offending the boomers. They'll forget it within a minute. Oh! What did that guy say? What? I got ice cream over here. Oh, butter pecan? Buttermilk? Oh, our generation only wants chocolate or vanilla. 1 minute attention span. Yes, sir. There's all kind of different flavors of ice cream. Man, there's only one flavor. There's only 2 flavors of ice cream. And the third one come out later on. It was chocolate and vanilla. And then all of a sudden they got that strange strawberry flavor. You young whippersnappers, what's wrong with you? You're putting butter pecan. Well, that does sound pretty good. We're in the states that you're from, mate. Georgia. We're in Georgia, the Metro Atlanta area of Newton, brother. Thank you for asking. Oh, thank goodness for Tropical Storm Chris coming in and that other hurricane. We needed them, man. We got to have something to get our minds off of last week's terrible tornado debate. Thank you, God, for sending all that to us. That's the South. Yes, it's Southern, brother. We are Southern. Where we disagree on politics, but you're not going to go hungry here. Where everybody disagrees on which football team is the best in the SEC, but by God, you're invited to come to our 4th of July celebration, and you better leave with, we call a plate, which is like 12 plates in reality. It's the South, brother. That's it. What's up, Bruce? I did say ice cream. Ice cream. That guy Kyle says, elections are always like choosing what color toilet paper you want to buy. I like that. Oh, Lord. Tennessee boy here. My Tennessee. I know where Bruce, I remember you, brother. You're my Tennessee. You're our Tennessee, bro. One of our other Tennessee fans. The Vols did it, buddy. The Vols did it. The Crow TV series would be sick. It would be, Grim One. You got that right, brother. Michigan trying to wake up. Kevin, we hope you can wake up and everything. But we'll try to help you out a little bit. Days of Thunder TV series would be cool. I didn't even think about that one. That's a good one, too. So you're a big NASCAR fan, Magnus. Cool. Well, it's a Southern thing. Back in a moment. Butter. Oh. Don't be telling me all that, Daniel. I want some ice cream now. We got one more day before all my Southern brothers take a half a day off tomorrow. They go to their boss and say, hey, man, I'm going home. Why are you going home? I got a barbecue tomorrow and the rest of the week. Hell, I got to do all the grocery shopping. See you. That's us. And you know what the boss says? Have a good one, man. Drink a beer for me. Bruce, tell him I'm telling the truth. We did win it all for the first time. NASCAR. Dudes, I've been trying to get a NASCAR show for this station for the longest time. We got all kinds of different shows. I've been trying to find one because I know, even including my wife, she was a former NASCAR fan. I know there's a lot of people out there that love it. So, on your third cup, you're on your third cup of coffee? Michigan, Kevin's with us. Again, Kevin says, why is it at election time we have to go to the barn and pick the best horse? Dadgum boomers, man. We Generation Xers, we were just two things about us. One thing is we respected them when they beat the hell out of us and everything they did to us. And another thing is we're kind of scared of the boomers. That was our problem. Oh, man, all right. They won't remember anything, but we're still scared. We was at home. We were at the home state with NASCAR in Nashville. Oh, I know, man. We lived in Vegas and went out there to the races as well. And one of the other stations that we were associated with here at the company owned is in Lineville, which is on the other side of Talladega. I had the Atlanta Motor Speedway used to do advertising with me here at the station. So people love it. They love it. Man, I wish there would be a 4th of July NASCAR race because you know how many people go out to that? Man, you guys would love it. You NASCAR fans would. Australia has, I think, one of the only NASCAR tracks outside of the state. It's called the Thunderdome. I used to go watch it. It was, Aussie car. Unfortunately, it went bust. Oh, no. Got some NASCAR fans on here this morning. Well, I respect it because it takes a lot. I've never really was into it, but I respect the sport because it takes a lot of talent to drive at that high speed around there. And after seeing kind of an autopsy and documentary on number 3, Dale Earnhardt, I was like, that was one tough son of a gun right there. If you guys that don't know who that is, watch a little documentary on him. That Dale Earnhardt Sr., that was one tough son of a gun. Slingshot engaged. There you go, Grim One. There you go. Ricky Bobby. You ain't first? Hey, look, if you ain't first, you're last. I think that might have been something that Ricky Bobby's daddy told him while he was in a drunken stupor, but it's actually good words to live by. If you ain't first, you're last. Think about it, guys. Red Bricks, what'd you say? Did I miss it? Why don't politicians ever lose? Because no matter where they go, there's always someone pointing fingers. Oh, that's a good one. I like it. It was a fail. Bruce, I can tell Bruce knows his NASCAR. Told you he's a Southern guy. He's going to tell you right now. Most of my Southern brothers are going to go to their bosses today at the end of the day and say, I'm only working half a day tomorrow. I got to go to the grocery store and pick up all this extra stuff that I didn't get 2 weeks ago because we always pre-plan anyway. All my Southern brothers always pre-plan, but they still got 1 or 2 things I can get at the last minute. 4th of July is coming up. Yeah. Yesterday was Canada Day. I forgot to say that. If you're not first, you're the first loser. There you go. I like that. Magnus said, it's the best racing to watch. You can see all the action. Unlike F1 or other racing, you can only see only a corner. Yep, that's true. That is true. Redbrick says, why doesn't Australia have NASCAR? Because every time they try to make a left turn, they end up in the outback. Oh.
Baseball Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste. The best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday.
Yes, it is, Bruce. Yes, it is. Oh, guys, I'm having fun again. You guys missed out on Kurt yesterday messing with me. He's a voiceover expert for like a a phone company and things like that. He put something on his computer and called me yesterday. You missed the end of the show yesterday. You got to go check it out. It was funny. He had me tripping out.
Braves Country is a Southern sports talk show. Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. That's Braves Country. Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. Weekdays, 3 p.m.
All right, we're getting ready to come on.
WQEE 99.1 FM.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here.
We're ready. We're ready to get ready to go. We're going back here, hopefully.
Of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show. Every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more. And who knows, you might even hear you. That's the Rod Peterson Show, daily at noon, right here on WQEE 99.1 FM. This is very fast.
Thank you very much, Bruce. I appreciate it, brother. I really do.
In office buildings. It's very interesting to note that we have somewhere between 80 and 280 buildings.
I wonder why we don't have a similar 4th of July celebration here in the UK. We finally got rid of it. Yeah. You guys call it Trader Day.
Yet we have to keep in mind that the banks have to keep their balance sheets very solid. 40% of all
Y'all should have a celebration. It's Trader Day. We got rid of them. Oh, Christmas is in the UK, guys. Well, yesterday was Canada Day. They're similar to their 4th of July. I try to keep up with all the holidays as much as possible. Yeah. Here we go. Quiet on the set. Thank you, Bruce. Come on. Tell them who is what? I'm what? That's right. I'm awesome. 50,000 plus of you worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yes, indeed. You are tuned into the RyanORadio Penitentiary Lockdown. I'm your host, Ryan O'Neal, and you're in lockdown with me. 50,000 plus of you on the Shoutcast, the RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, the Navajo Nation, across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we're across 99.1 FM WQEE the Key, Atlanta's very own news talk station. We are the talk of Atlanta. That's right. We are the home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and more. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We're on the YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and share. If you want to help a brother out with a little bit of throwing a little money his way, all you got to do is go to $RyanShelander. That's $RyanShelander. Good morning to Johnny Phillips out there this morning. Just want to say hello to him in the Metro Atlanta area of Noonan. What's up, Bruce? Yes, Bruce is with us. Thank God. He's like tries not to miss the show. He tells me it's a good show. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that's on with us this morning. That's coming on with us and all of that, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher asked a question. I'm going to get back to our poll question before we get ready to kick period number 2 off. We'll go back to the feed on the YouTube right quick. Long live Southern Radio. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Christopher says, do you have the 5th of November in the UK? What is that for? Says Christopher asking Krispies. And of course, Red Brick says, why do Canadians do so well on Canadian Day? I don't know why. Because they're always ready to have an amazing time. Hey, get it? Hey, amazing. Hey. I don't want to do that. I got Canadian fans and listeners, and they're really sweet to me. They're having an amazing time. That's not right. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Bruce. There you go. Long live the Southern radio. Hey, amazing time. You made it funnier. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. The guy Kyle says, the 5th of November is a bonfire night. Oh, I like it. It's where people have bonfires and celebrate the failed gunpowder plot with the guys, what? Against the parliament. Oh, it's against the parliament. Oh, well, I'm learning some new holidays here. Just trying to explain it brief. When you see Penitentiary Radio is in lockdown, is this a jail or radio or station? Are you in jail? I'm confused, said Magnus. No, the name of the show is RyanORadio Penitentiary, Magnus. You guys are my inmates. Everybody else calls their listeners or their fans, which I always think calling somebody fans of a radio show or even of a band is stupid. That's why my friends in Blackberry Smoke call their fans brothers and sisters. And anyway, so I just decided it's cooler since Taylor Swift has her Swifties, I'm going to have my inmates. And it's the RyanORadio Penitentiary. So there you go. And you guys are the inmates. You're in lockdown. You are now in lockdown there, Magnus. And the 2 top dogs have not came in yet. Been with me a long time. Cher and Gail, when they come in, they run the joint. See, I'm the warden, but they the inmates that run the joint. You got to pay them off. Inmates work great for a rock show, definitely. Thank you, guys. Thank you, brother. Thank you, that guy, Kyle. I used to live in London, but I forgot what the holiday was for. There you go. I get it. I like it. You got a good radio voice, mate. Thank you. Enjoy the banner, subbed and liked. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. All right. Before we get back into a couple of headline news that's making it, and we got sports coming up for you in just a few. 12 minutes past the hour, currently 76 degrees, partly cloudy skies out there, under partly cloudy skies in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area. And time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. All right, let's jump into your poll question this morning. Of course, Days of Thunder was another one you guys brought up. I love that movie, too. Which movie would make a great TV series? Top Gun, 36% of the votes. Young Gun, 22% of the votes. Beverly Hills Cops at 22% of the votes. And The Crow at 20% of the votes. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's jump into a couple things. Headline news for you. Pretty sure Top Gun is the only one that hasn't been a TV series. Young Guns, there was a show called Young Riders that were loosely based on Young Guns, but it really wasn't the Young Guns. That's why I came up with that idea for them. But you're probably right, 12, 11, but I don't remember a Crow show or something similar to the Beverly Hills Cop show. There was one for Bad Boys too, but the Bad Boys wasn't Bad Boys. So haven't they just made a new Beverly Hills Cop movie? Yes, they did. Tropical storm Chris has found its way Sunday in the Gulf of Mexico. According to forecasters, it's going to warm up the system, and it's going to make us forget about the debacle that was known as the bait last week. EU says Meta ad-free subscription is breaking antitrust rules right now. B-Dub in the house. What's up, brother? B-Dub in the house. The commission argued in a statement that Meta's model does not allow users to exercise their right to freely choose their ad-free subscriptions, and the combination is of personal data. The commission said that Meta has been complained to about this. Meta pushes for their particular commercials to be on there, and if you say ad-free, they only give you what you like rather than give you a choice of everything. And ad-free means you're not supposed to get any ads whatsoever, but they still do. So EU and European Union is saying it's not right. What? They're going after him. Zuckerberg is a douche. We can say that on YouTube, right? Because they don't care. Now this is being attached to my Facebook. Facebook's probably down now that I said that. I'm not going to tell you who said it either, Facebook. Forget it. Wonder how much Eddie cashed in on that. Oh, Eddie Murphy cashed in on it. He makes some good money. Robot boy. Did you see the size of that chicken? Oh, I know. Why are you in there? Why are you in the bathroom, European? I had to. The European Union said that. A fake New York police officer was allegedly pepper sprayed a tourist. He's been identified as not one of the police officers there. Police say that Mr. O'Grady, Dominic O'Grady, that is, 35, allegedly stepped in and pretended to be a police officer at a South Ferry subway station in Manhattan. He pepper sprayed somebody because I guess he said he was a police officer and they were doing wrong. And then the real New York police came and arrested him. He told them, I was a New York police detective. You know, some adults still play pretend out there, right? Some adults still play pretend, right? He is playing pretend. He always wanted to be a detective, but just never went through school for it. So, Dominic O'Grady sounds like a great name for a small town New York police officer. But O'Grady, what are you doing, Detective O'Grady? I'm Detective O'Grady. Some people play pretend. Some pretend to be detectives. Some pretend to be parents. People pretend in 2024. It's just the way it is. Didn't go well for him. No, laugh out loud. I'm going to pretend like I'm a billionaire. Remember when we were kids? We used to play pretend. You know, of course, most of us grew out of that. But I'm going to go back to pretending, and I'm going to pretend like I'm a billionaire. So when they come for my money, I'm saying, no, I'm a billionaire. You can't take my money from me. I'm pretending like to be a billionaire. Didn't go well for him, Bruce. No. Dominic O'Grady. He sounds like a good be a detective. Detective Dominic O'Grady hello, I'm Detective Dominic O'Grady. I'm here to solve the mystery of who ate the Scooby snacks. Oh, Lord. O'Grady. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Missing child operation recovers 200 children nationwide, according to U.S. Marshals. That's a news story you can read for yourself. Also, 5 members of an Atlanta area family died in a small plane crash in New York City, according to the New York State Police on Monday about 2 p.m. Sunday. In Madisonville in Delaware County responded to reports of a crash and found the bodies of 5 in the wreckage about 90 miles south of Syracuse, New York. Wow. Masonville is the name of this place. Never heard of Masonville. Some of you guys in New York might know this, and gals. The family members were returning from a baseball tournament in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. The plane departed from the Albert S. Nader Regional Airport and was headed to Charlotte's, West Virginia to refuel and was scheduled to continue to Cobb County International Airport in Georgia. The victim was identified as Roger Begg, 73, who held a pilot's license along with Laura Van Epps, 43, Ryan Van Epps, 42, James R. Van Epps, 12, and 10-year-old Harrison. Oh, man. I seen the video, the picture of the family. Sad. The family live in Alpharetta, and the New York State Patrol investigation unit went into it, and collisions unit along with the FIU are working with the FAA, the National Transportation Board, to determine the cause of the crash. Sad news right there, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, wow. Baseball tournaments and everything. Guys, did you know that Deborah Jo and Kirkwood Smith, who play Kitty and Red in that 70s show and now in that reboot of that 90s show, are pretty dang excited to return for a second season. That's right. For that 90s show, part 2 coming up. That 90s show is going to be released this Thursday on Netflix, and part 3 is going to be released and debut October 24th. I hope it goes pretty long, but I doubt it's going to go as long as the original series, which I think went 10 seasons or something like that or more. And those seasons started off with whatever it was. Eventually, the last few seasons were named after albums from Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and Aerosmith and all that stuff. But what's cool about this, the first season, they just kind of threw everything in there to kind of like of that 90s show to let you know, okay, here is Eric and Donna's daughters going back to Wisconsin to visit, meets up with some family, falls for Jackie and Kelso's son, all that kind of stuff. But they kind of want to throw everything in there because I guess they thought, well, if we don't throw everything in at first, people might not want to watch this at all, and this thing won't go anywhere. So it was almost like they threw everything into the pot. And like you're trying to make a stew, but you're throwing in hamburger meat and steak and sausage to try to go, remember this, this was a good soup with this in it, this was good soup with this in it, this was good soup with this in it. And I had no problem with the first season of that 90s show. I'm hoping that this should kind of start laying out a foundation for the next part 2 and part 3 a little bit better. I do want to see some more people return, but they brought everybody back except for, one particular guy who's sitting in jail right now. So. The guy who played Stephen Hyde. But everybody else came back for the series, but only like for appearance in this one and this one and this one and this one. And I think Donna's is going to appear again, but the guy that played Eric Foreman, he did like a couple, and that's it. I wish he would come back a little bit more for the next couple of seasons, but we'll see. That 90s show part 2 debuts this Thursday on Netflix, and expected for their part 3 to be October 24th later this year. All right. 23 minutes past the hour under rainy skies out there. It is 76 degrees, partly cloudy and rainy now. Actually, it's rainy out there. High near 87 today, low near 75. Let's get the rain on. Well, I've got to stay in the studios today anyway. Got a lot of things to do. So thank goodness I don't have to go out in this mess. If you got to go out in this mess, say you better make sure you guys take an umbrella with you if you're in the Atlanta market. All right. Which movie would make a great television series? Top Gun, 33%. Young Guns, 28%. The Crow, 19%. I know they tried a series with The Crow, but we're talking about the original Crow. And Beverly Hills Cop, I don't think they did one on them, 21% of the votes. So there you go. Which would make a great television show? If Shane and I were directing it, actually. Not anybody in Hollywood right now, but Shane and me. You'd get some good stuff. Oh, that tropical storm down there in Chris hit Sunday in the Gulf of Mexico. I guess there's a little rain coming in for that. It's headed your way, Bruce. Hopefully all the rain's done by the 4th in a couple of days. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Oh, I better get this because I bet you guys have said some things and my filter stopped. I knew it. Sorry about that. It just froze to the last thing you had said, brother. Magnus, good night to you, brother. Cheers. Dark Waters is a true story. I like that. I watched season 2 on Netflix. I only saw Donna. Oh, wow. So you've already watched season 2, 12? So Donna's only in there? That sucks. I'm going to watch the show, says Bruce. B-Dub, so true. Let's see what B-Dub had to say. A politician is a good example, pretending to work for we the people when in reality they just playing their role that they've been given by the controllers, hidden in the shadows, all actors. They don't care about nobody but themselves. You're right. Pray for that family. Thank you for that earlier. All this stuff, guys, I'm just getting to because all of a sudden it was frozen and then all of a sudden I had to go in back in. Magnus, thank you, brother. 12, yes, cool. I'm not going to say anything bad, but I know you're doing I'm not going to say anything bad. I know you're doing a show. Thank you, brother. 70 and sunny in Detroit. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. I'm trying to do something for everybody. They'll throw me in the middle of the ocean. Go out there with them sharks. Wouldn't have to do that. It just put me out there in the shallow water. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, guys. Baltimore. Woo! B-Dub's in the house from Baltimore. New York City is weird, too. Looks like rain. We're going to send rain to my brother in Nashville, but Red says, hey, he's had enough rain. He don't want any more. It's sunny and 70 there. All these, what you call it, tropical storms and stuff, bringing the water in. I can't believe we ain't heard from RW this morning. Hopefully he didn't get hurt. Sometimes he did. He's a little 12. Let's see. No, unfortunately, I can't do that. I can't come home. The wind is really getting going here. Uh-oh. We're just getting the rain part, so hopefully you don't send that wind towards us. Let's see here. The reason I can't come home was I don't like you and your mom anymore, Hunt. Good morning, Matt. How you doing?
Hi, this is Mark from Soriano. Asking you to tune into Let Go and Let God every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. right here on WQEE. We help those who are struggling with their faith.
Oh, I don't know how often they are doing that, B-Dub. I really don't. No. Are you a reptile? Are you one of them QAnon nuts that think all that stuff's real? Are you one of them people that need to be put in a mental hospital? My mommy told me it was real because I saw it on TV. There was like 4 shows back in the day. Cheeto, what's up? Good morning to you, brother. Good morning. Hey, how's it going? Good. Good. That's good. That is good. All right. We'll come on in just a moment.
Okay.
Run a little sports news. Just want a little less wind. I hear that. Red said it's beautiful where he's at. He ain't worried about it. Guys, let's see. Almost every day here in Detroit, and it is real, right? What's real? Oh, reptiles are not. I watched those shows back in the 80s too. There was 4 movies about it. Just like the boomers. Oh, chemtrails. No, I didn't say that wasn't. I don't know anything about those either, but I wasn't talking against them. If you guys believe, that's fine. I was talking against the guy called me a reptile. I was like, I watched that show back in the day too, just like the boomers used to watch. Guys, just like boomers used to watch cowboy movies, think they can shoot everybody. And think they're going to go live on Mars. Yeah. Oh, the fireworks. What's going to happen with that this week? Now, there's something for you to think about. Cheeto, good morning to you. There you go, B-Dub. Makes sense to me. All right. We got to go on, guys. We're going to do some sports now. Oh, I know that, Bruce. We Southerners, we don't do that kind of stuff. Oh, there's a party going on tonight and today because Friday night is a good night for football, but so is Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, and every Tuesday morning. Good morning, Captain Hot Buns. Every Tuesday morning, we got our good friend from the Sports Beat. Yes, weekdays from 2 to 3 p.m. here on the network. The man that's going on vacation this week. He is not only the voice of the Sports Beat presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. He's done high school football, basketball, baseball. He's done professional teams from the Columbus Lions. He's been part of their broadcast team to baseball teams of the Chautauqua Monsters now, which are the former Monsters of Columbus, as well as Chattahoots, as well as men and women's soccer with the Rapids. He's done everything from football to baseball. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, he's a soldier. He's a father. He's a husband. Please welcome the one, the only, Richard Holdridge. Good morning, Richard.
Hey, Ryan, quite the introduction.
You're welcome.
It's a very, I guess you could say, slow sports week in high school football, high school athletics, dead week. You got the 4th of July coming up, and there's not a whole lot to talk about, but I'm here, and we're ready to talk sports.
Well, there may be not a whole lot, but I do know if everybody tunes into your show, they're going to get 32 opportunities to hear about the NFL. Am I right?
Yes, my special that I had last year is back. It's 32 NFL teams in 32 days. Now, they're not going to be consecutive days because
right.
There'll be some days I'll be airing the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show, but I've actually, spread it out. I mean, I'll be able to get a preview of all 32 NFL teams by the time the season starts.
Right.
So it's not going to be all, I started July 1st with the Falcons, and we're going to end up ending at the end of July. No, I'll probably wrap the thing up right before the NFL season starts. I mean, there's going to be some shows where I'll go the full hour, but some of the shows that I got going on, especially all the interviews that we're about to do with all the coaches in the Chattahoochee Valley, I'm going to air those interviews right here on the network.
There you go. Sounds like a great time. Going to have a lot of stuff getting ready for high school football season. getting ready for, of course, NFL, college football season. And it takes a couple of months to get ready for that, actually. I mean, we just finished with the UFL and we got CFL going on, but it's going to take the July to actually get ready because we head into August. School starts back early for a lot of the kids in August, and football, high school football might start towards the middle or the end of August for some teams. So we've got a lot of football coming up, but we're not quite finished with baseball. Baseball season's underway. Braves and Giants. This is going to be a series I know you're interested in.
Very. I have an invested interest in the Braves Giants. This is an old rivalry from the NL West. These two teams did not like each other in the 90s. Probably the greatest pennant race ever before they went to the wild card format.
Yes.
1993, when the Braves clubhouse caught fire and they acquired Fred McGriff, and they were 8 back from the Giants, won 104 games. The Giants lose to the Dodgers on the last game of the season, 15-1. In fact, Solomon Torres was the starting pitcher. I'll never forget that. The Giants won 103 games in Barry Bonds' first year in San Francisco.
Right.
And they failed to make the postseason. I mean, we're talking a team that had John Burkett, Bill Swift, Rod Deck, you had Matt Williams, Royce Clayton, Darren Lewis, and of course Barry Bonds, and then you had Will Clark, you had Robbie Thompson, a great team that just failed to make the postseason. And that was Dusty Baker's first year. And, we just go from there. I mean,
there you go.
The 2002 wild card, the Braves and the Giants, and the last 2 times the Giants faced the Braves in the postseason, the Giants would go on to go to the World Series. Because I was actually at Game 4 of the 2010 divisional series. Bobby Cox's last game, I was there at Turner Field.
Right.
When the Giants clinched. And let's take it back to back to Game 3, where the Braves had Craig Kimbrell on the mound, and they were 1 strike away from going up 2-1
right.
in the series. And Kadar Kinski hit that go-ahead home run. Craig Kimbrell comes on the mound. He's a very young closer for Atlanta. And then Freddie Sanchez ends up getting that base hit. The Giants rally. They win Game 3, and they end up winning Game 4 at Atlanta to clinch the series. I think that the Braves, if they would have got Game 3, I mean, Game 4, we already had tickets to Game 4.
Right.
It would have been key for Atlanta fans if they were in a clinching series. But, that was back in 2010. The Braves were still not quite the Braves now. I mean, their core group was Jason Hayward, Freddie Freeman.
Exactly.
They did have some good pieces, but they weren't quite what the Braves are now.
As always, Richard's the only one in Atlanta when the Giants are in town cheering for the Giants. So. Just kidding. But
there's a lot of Giants fans that
I know. Oh Lord, that's funny. I just had to pick at you there. So you were the only one in Atlanta cheering when they were winning. Everybody else was like, "God, we're losing," and you're like, "Yeah, man, yeah." Oh, wait a minute, I've got to drive home. Oh, but
I tell you what, in 2006, I went to see the Giants and the Braves. And I was the only one in the stadium that stood up and cheered when Barry Bonds came to bat.
Really? Why? Barry Bonds was the man. I mean, I can understand he was not on our team, but still, got to respect the man. But yeah, I believe. Go ahead.
He's approaching the home run record by Hank Aaron. So he didn't break it until 2007 against the Washington Nationals, actually on my birthday.
Whoa!
56 was in 2007. In 2006, when I went to go see him at Turner Field, he was approaching that record. So a lot of Braves fans not happy with Barry Bonds because they felt like Hank Aaron was the true record.
Well, and Hank Aaron is being honored. I just with a stamp from the Postal Services is going to put out an actual Henry Hank Aaron stamp which we should be seeing pretty soon. When you walk into your local post office, you could probably ask for them stamps. Of course, they're a little more than regular stamps, but they'll be worth something. Some people might buy them just to keep them. So we got some of those stamps coming out, immortalizing the great Hank Aaron, who passed away not too long ago, a few years back. But yeah, I can see that. And we talked about it before. Barry Bonds and his real father was on 90210 one time playing golf in some kind of golf tournament against some characters who were rich on that show. So it's kind of unique. He's done a lot in his life. And I know you're excited for this series. I got Bruce from Tennessee on the feed. He is a Tennessee Vols fan, and they are excited about that championship win. Your thoughts on the Tennessee Vols and everything?
Yeah, I'm excited for the Tennessee Volunteers baseball team because for the past couple of seasons, they've been the best college baseball team in the country. A couple of years ago, they were the overall #1 seed. They lose to Notre Dame in the Super Regionals. Last year, making it to the College World Series, they didn't advance. But Texas A&M, it was a very good winner-take-all series against A&M. And you got to feel for Texas A&M's coach to actually jump ship and go to a rival in Texas. Oh, the SEC in college baseball.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be wild. I can't wait for that. And then also SEC in college softball, because you got the 4-time champions Oklahoma Sooners coming into the conference. And also SEC Media Day. July 1st, this is when we officially welcome Texas and Oklahoma to the conference.
Oh, yeah.
They're already playing SEC short. You got SEC Media Day coming up.
Right.
July the 15th through the 19th in Dallas. That is going to be epic.
Right.
And you also have July 1st, Kennesaw State officially in the Conference USA.
Yes.
Cal SMU officially in the ACC. I mean, this is where it starts to get real.
It is getting real. I'm ecstatic about this. I know there's some Oklahoma fans out there and some Texas fans. It's going to be a good season. And this is the season. Isn't this the 12-round playoffs this year or something? Yes, okay.
Yes, the 12-team playoff.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm excited about that. So, and man, it's going to be the first year that Alabama's without Nick Saban. See what Hugh Freeze does in Auburn. We know that Georgia wants to do another championship run as well because Kirby Smart is still there. So it's going to be a good year. You got Texas and Oklahoma joining, and we got the 12 teams. It's going to we're just a couple of months away from football season starting in college football. I know a lot of people are excited. It's going to be a great season. So I'm ecstatic about that. And speaking of baseball, though, we'll get back to baseball. Sunbelt League baseball looking good. Those monsters, man. My goodness, what a role they were on. And last night, they kind of embarrassed. It was kind of looked like a football score with the Bucks, 18-17. Have you been keeping up with the Sunbelt?
Oh, there's no question about it. As a former announcer in the Sunbelt League, I mean, last night you had Gainesville, the 2-time champions, defeat the Atlanta Crackers.
Oh, yeah.
Atlanta Blues ended up beating the Wild Things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you talk about 18-17 against a Brookhaven team, which I'm disappointed in. They're the worst team in the league right now, record-wise.
Well,
Alpharetta ends up defeating the Cartersville Cannon. When you look at the Sunbelt standings,
mm-hmm.
there's a lot of parity. A lot of teams are, there hasn't really been a team that has separated itself. Right now, Gainesville, winners of 5 straight. That was
Right.
11-5 record. Chakalaka is just a half game back.
Right.
11-6 record. Alpharetta, the champions of 2021. They are 10-7, but then you got some parity with Valeska, Atlanta, Cartersville. Cartersville in their first year, 6-9. But Atlanta Blues and Brookhaven down at the bottom. I'm guessing that the first 6 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the first 2 teams get the bye.
I think so.
Just holding off Alpharetta to try to get the bye. And also try to get that #1 seed. I would love to see Chocolaca and Gainesville in the playoffs. They met in the semifinals last year when Chocolaca had their back against the wall, and they won that historic game at Golden Park where they came back from like 8 runs down, and Tom Callahan had an incredible call.
Oh, yes. I remember that on
they
the
were
network.
able to force a game 3 up in Gainesville, which really helped the Chattahoochee, because I thought that the Chattahoochee had no problem against the Atlanta Blues, and that they were just waltzing into the championship facing a Gainesville team that had some because they had to play the extra game, that maybe their pitching staff wasn't reset properly. But Gainesville proved why they are the champs, and they ended up beating the Columbus Chattahoochee in the SPL championship last year. December for summer, which this is a time where last year 4th of July the Chattahoochee were playing the Monster.
Yes.
4th of July at Golden Park.
I remember. Yes.
And there's just an empty void.
I know.
Here in Columbus, but it's going to pay off, because next year we got the minor league baseball team. I don't know if they're going to be called the Columbus Braves, but the Braves AA affiliate is coming to the new Synovus Park.
Yep.
And it's all is going to be well, because we're really going to be covering that team from April to September.
It's going to be a long time. It's going to be a little bit longer than the Sunbelt baseball, and of course Cartersville, who got the new team, the Cannons, which were kind of basically the former Chattahoochee moving there. I got a little sports question for you, which I know you're going to get. What famous sports icon or future sports icon came from Cartersville?
Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
There you go. And congratulations to he and his wife. They just announced on social media that they're going to be having a new, that they're pregnant, basically. So, yes, I knew you'd know that. Yes, indeed. You can't fool Richard when it comes to sports knowledge. Well, Richard, a couple of great things, too. I mean, we've had the Panthers look good, taking that championship home. We've talked about that. We've talked about hockey. We talked about basketball. We're about finishing up with baseball. Great series coming up. Where do you see, we're in the second half of MLB season before we let you go. Who do you see going to a playoff run this year before the World Series? Which teams in the National League and American League do you see?
Well, I'm going to start with the American League.
Okay.
And the team that right now currently tied with the Baltimore Orioles, the New York Yankees, they have struggled a little bit, but getting Garrett Cole back, the Yankees, I just don't know what they're going to look like when we get into the postseason.
Right.
They were actually on a really good run, and then all of a sudden the Baltimore Orioles caught them, and now the New York Yankees are the number 1 team in the wild card. They haven't won a World Series since 2009. You think that this would be the year, but if you really want to talk about a sleeper team, I think the Seattle Mariners could sneak up on some people. Houston and Texas, the 2 teams that represented the ALCS, have been disappointing this year.
Right.
You can never count out the Cleveland Guardians, who have the longest postseason drought, longest championship drought in sports history. They haven't won a World Series since 1948. Over in the American League right now, the Phillies have the best record. The Braves are 8th back, but the Braves, all they got to do is just get into the postseason. Right now, on wild card, anything can happen. They reset the pitching. Maybe go get another arm at the trade deadline. You can never count out the Dodgers, especially with Shohei Ohtani. He's been the money for the Dodgers. And then over in the Central, the Milwaukee Brewers, they're going to win the Central and make the playoffs, and hopefully they'll end up making some noise. But when it's all said and done, I expect the Phillies, Dodgers, Braves to all be in the mix.
Right.
And possibly we could see a Braves Phillies or a Braves Dodgers in LCS. But they got to get past the Giants.
They do.
Game 3, which the Giants right now, 41-44. They are currently
not bad.
3 back in the wild card.
Right.
So I mean, this is a big series for the Giants.
It is.
So,
It is.
I actually think that that, I've been disappointed with Logan Webb.
Right.
I think that Logan Webb, he was their 8th when they won 106 games in 2021.
Right.
But the Giants do have former Brave Jorge Soler. I think that he is going to get a standing ovation when he comes up to bat.
Right.
And I also think that the Giants, you're going to see a lot of fans at Truist Park this weekend that are Giants fans.
Oh, I believe it.
They do travel.
I believe it.
There are a lot of Giants fans. I actually think a lot of bandwagon Giants fans because they won the 3 World Series titles in the 2010s.
Yep.
I still have my Buster Posey jersey. I mean, I'll make sure to wear my Giants gear.
There you go.
Because of work conflicts and stuff, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to any of the games. I would love to get tickets, but I got a lot going on right now, and I think the days of like scheduling in, okay, I got to go to this game because they're playing this team. I think those days are long gone. I mean, I'm just okay with just watching it, on TV. Well,
right.
I don't have Dallas Sports, so I enjoy watching the highlights. I know that's the way it is, but hey, I do want to change subject a little bit, Ryan, because I purposely took a week off from work.
Okay.
The week of July the 16th.
Okay.
Because EA Sports College Football 25 comes out. I will be that 44-year-old guy with a bunch of 20-year-olds in line at midnight waiting for the release of College Football 25. I don't even have a PlayStation 5 yet. I will probably play this game. I will probably neglect my family.
Oh, no.
This game.
You get in trouble.
Mode for an entire week. And you go back to my days in the 20s where I was just on energy drinks and eating Taco Bell at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just kidding, Ryan. I would never do that to my family.
No.
I'm excited for all the gamers that College Football 25 is out.
Right.
Out July 16th. It's long overdue. 10 years in the making. I still have NCAA football 14.
Right.
360.
Right.
That was my favorite game of all time, and I'm just so glad it's back.
Well, I tell you what, he might not neglect his family, but he is going to be in line. I'm going to tell you, he'll be in line like it's good, like a Rolling Stones concert there for Richard. Richard, tell everybody how to follow you. What's coming up on the show today at 2 p.m. on the network and everything.
You can follow me on the X at Sports Richard H. You can also like me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, and you can download the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast. In case you haven't listened to the show live, always check a replay on those platforms. On the show today, I got Tanya Chavez, my soccer correspondent.
Yep.
It was an instant reaction show to the United States losing to Uruguay 1-0 last night. We go on for about 10 minutes, and then I go right into the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show where Griff Barringer and myself tackle NBA free agency. Is the Warriors dynasty officially over? Well, it's been over. But are the Warriors going to go back to the old Warriors, the days of 97 when they got rid of Sprewell and PJ Carlissimo and the coach and all that? I mean, are the Warriors going to be back to that? I would say yes.
Oh, sounds good. Tune in today from 2 to 3 on the network, guys. We'll be back here on 99.1 FM WQEE and all over the RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're going to let Richard out on good behavior back right after this. All right, brother. Great as always.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, man. I don't know. There's so much stuff we're doing. I'm just trying to balance it out.
You'll get it balanced out.
We got balance.
Well, you have to balance it out because when you're an adult, there's some things you want to do, but there's some things you can't do.
Well, we got meetings with athletic directors this whole month because we're trying to get paid from school.
Right.
For these games for Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Okay.
And, we're also throwing in packages because I can produce now. I'm willing to just randomly call a softball game or a volleyball game like on a Tuesday night.
Right.
So that's the package we're going to throw in.
That sounds good. Well, all right, brother. Sounds like
Go
you're
ahead.
busy. Well, we'll talk next week if we don't talk before then.
Sound good?
Sounds good. All right, brother. Bye. You too.
Hi, I'm Iris, founder of Warrior Defenders Women's Self-Defense. It's crucial to start preparing for your safety now.
Oh, Matt. Shares on with us. ABC, what's up? You can't do 5 things at one time. I've got to learn that. Thank you, Gail, as always, for great interviews. Thank you.
Tune in so your life can be radically changed forever because God's love and care.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street.
Oh, yeah, that 90s show. I haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to be out. One of our other listeners said they saw it already.
Here's for Kids helps fund local organizations like Angel's House, County and Gossip, Elevate, and more. Help Cares for Kids reach their mission of serving 1 million.
Gail is always a blessing for sure. Yeah, now, guys, for you guys that don't know, coming in, the OGs, Gail and Cher. I'm the warden. I turn my back when they come in. You know, just like every prison, every penitentiary, the big dogs take over. They take over behind the warden's backs. Just ask Sweetleaf. He'll tell you.
Swing by for quick and easy drive-through pickup and check out their selection of health-boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy.
All right, let's see here.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of a 45 Affair Radio.
Oh, wow. Thank you for bringing that up. I talked about it earlier. It's almost like you were part of the show there, ABC. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being with us this morning. Goodbye to Bruce. Zach, good morning to you. Bruce had to go to work. He said he enjoys the show all the way from Tennessee. Yeah, got to get on some Tennessee radio stations so they can listen. Hello, Navajo Nation from Cher. Good morning. Sweetleaf says, good morning. Everybody saying good morning. Gail is on, guys. Sue says, good, my girl, Gail's on. Bob says, Gail, where are those cupcakes? Tim's like, oh, yeah, Gail, she's been ignoring me. Thought she didn't love me anymore. No, she's just been having a medical emergency, we're just going to say. Pepper, what's up with you this morning? Thank you for coming on with us as well. Coming up in the next period, Shay B and I'll talk movies, reviews, what's hot, what's not, and all that good stuff. Other than it being hot on the outside sometimes. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. I got to get some things done. All right. Oh, the bell is ringing already? All right, we're going to take a break. Back in a moment.
Newton, Sharpsburg, Franklin, LaGrange.
What happened, Matt? Today is my first day doing grave digging. I'm a bit worried about it. You're digging graves, Matt? Well, you gotta get them out of there. We will leave the light on for you when you decide to bring your family on a Tennessee vacation. And Triple Honest, my lovely wife, is on. Sweet Leaf and Gang and Sue and Alice and everybody. I'll tell them all that you said, hey, when I go back on there. Thank you, 12. whoever you're saying that to. You too. No red blinking lights last night. Pepper. Oh, he's talking pepper. Good morning. Hello. Hey, brother. How's it going? Oh, really? One of those days? Oh, one of those days, huh?
I stayed up a little too late on a live stream last night.
That's what happens.
Trying to wake up.
That's exactly what happens when you stay up. Let's see here. Okay, that's good. Let's get rid of that. Well, at least we don't have the 4th of July parade coming by today while we're talking. Oh Lord, it's great pay, but I hope I'm ready for this. I start in 30 minutes. Grave digging, it sounds fun, Matt.
What?
Yeah, one of my listeners started a new job. He lost his job. He's a security guard. He was playing my show at the Tennessee State Prison. And I guess when everybody started calling me the warden of the RyanORadio Penitentiary, the real warden got worried that I was going to take his job, I guess. So they got mad about him playing my show up there. Yeah, man, they cut me off, man. They got rid of him for that. Well, he left, Now he's got a different job. So you always got job security, grave digging. There you go. And good pay too. Oh Lord. They acknowledge me. All right, let's see here. We don't need all that sports. We got to go to entertainment. It's entertainment time. Some people might judge me, but I'm still on a normal grave when I die, even after what happened. Yeah, you'll be fine. If you want a normal grave, there's no problem. Oh, Lordy. We had another person die. Another actor died. Did you hear about that?
I got 2 of them pretty good.
I figured you got them. Them.
Barton Hole and Bill Cobbs.
Yes. Both of them. They come in 3s, they said, so. Oh, wow. Sorry about that yawning, guys. Just trying to wake up.
The best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken.
People are dying. People are dying for me to go to work. Daggum, man. That's a good sense of humor. People are dying for me to come to work. Job security. Stick them graves, buddy. Digging them graves.
Oh, come on.
You guys gonna leave the light on for us when we come visit? The listeners are morbid. That's why they listen to me. Beetlejuice. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh.
Well, someone to know while we're live streaming, it's serious loud bang.
Right?
I'm like, what the hell? And I go check one of the stairwells. He's got a autographed Tom Brady jersey.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, the shadow box that it's in fell.
Daggum.
It scared the bejesus out of me. I'm like, what was that? I thought somebody broke in. I was ready to take somebody out. And when we were looking, I saw the box on the stairwell. And it was like, oh, no.
Oh, man.
Let's read what it was. Gonna look that right now.
Oh, man. Wow. All right, we're getting ready to go on, brother. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you, good night. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the RyanORadio Penitentiary, on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud, the RyanORadio media page, Earth, Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally, 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and more. We're all over the YouTube and Facebook and everywhere. And of course, like, subscribe, and share there, and listen to the RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're getting you waking up in style as we head into our movie reviews. That's right. Our guest this morning, he is our Cisco, our Ebert. He gives 2 thumbs up to movies, shows, Netflix, Roku, whatever's doing good on there, 2 thumbs up. And if it's not so good, he turns into Stone Cold Steve Austin and gives them that #1 salute, which means it's not so good. Please welcome Shane B. Good morning, Shane. Hey, brother. I know you had a late night. We appreciate you being with us. And of course, he was working. That's why he had a late night on streaming and everything. Before we dive into anything and talk about some sad in the world of actors passing away and what's hot, what's not, what you checked out over the weekend that you got to check out. My question this morning for my listeners is, which movie would make a great TV series or a great TV show? I've got 36% voting Top Gun, 24% voting Young Guns, 25% voting Beverly Hills Cop. And yeah, I'm not going to count that years ago, but The Crow with 15% of the votes. Which one of those would you pick? Or is there another movie you would pick as would be a great television series?
What was that second one again?
Top Gun, Young Guns, The Crow, and Beverly Hills Cop. The movies were good. If we had a Top Gun TV series.
Young Guns or a Top Gun would be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they did a Young Riders, which was kind of a ripoff of the Young Guns back in the 90s, which it was good for what it was, but it wasn't the same thing. But I'm talking about the actual Young Guns. So,
Just exploring different adventures every week, like a Knight Rider 18 kind of thing going
Yeah.
on with the Young Guns or Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop, brother. Think about that one, too. I know Eddie Murphy couldn't star in it, but, you know, He probably wouldn't as a movie star, but it would be a good series as Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, that would be something they could go all over. I mean, and you could have guest stars playing themselves that live in Beverly Hills.
The Matrix would make a good.
Yes, it would. The Matrix would. Crow.
To spread the story out more and get into more detail. You can have that 3-episode saga of a flashback of how things started.
Yep.
I think you could do a lot with the Matrix in a TV style format.
Yep. I knew you'd come up with something that other people, Eddie would if he needed money. There you go. I actually think some people are saying The Crow. I actually think a lot of these would be good. Somebody said earlier, Days of Thunder would make a good television series. I guess for NASCAR fans would love that. There's just a lot of movies I think would do well. I mean, we've had a lot of them that they've done. But if we really did like a real Bad Boys show and maybe a real Equalizer, not Queen Latifah one, so something based on those, I would be for it. So yeah, and then but that's a good one, Matrix. There, if they would do a Back to the Future series in the original movie into a TV show, I would watch that, as long as it wasn't all this stuff today mixed in it. It'd have to be 1980s. It'd have to be a 1980s Marty, so he can go into the future and the past.
That's a lot of plutonium.
That's a lot of plutonium, yeah. Yeah, but if he goes into the future, he goes into 2024. Marty, this is your son/daughter. Oh, I said it. I know I said it out loud. All right, let's get on to something before everybody be like, wait a minute, what did he just say out loud? All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about, I know you got a couple of people that passed away, and one of them I know, he's been in many movies, shows, comedy series. I do remember him as Roseanne's, gay boss too, but he's done many things, including Mr. Mom and everything. So let's get into some people that's passed away in the last couple of days.
Oh, Mr. Martin Mull, born in 1943, sadly passed away. I remember him best from being the principal on Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Jones.
Yes.
I can only watch that show because I had such a crush on her.
Oh, I figured that.
I always enjoyed him as that snarky, sarcastic principal. He goes back to 1976. Started on Marty Hartman.
Yeah.
But after that, he did this, what was the show? 1977, Fernwood Tonight, which was like a parody late night talk show.
Yep.
And was watching some clips from that show. That show was hilarious. Kind of one of those, say ahead of his time, but right around there in that realm of Carol Burnett's show. Doing weight and stuff like that. He was a Wonder Woman villain for an episode.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes, he did a lot. Yes.
Yeah, probably. I think a lot of people remember him for Clue.
Yes, he was in Clue.
Colonel Mustard.
Yes, I remember him playing Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, definitely Roseanne.
Roseanne was a long time. He was her boss there for, yeah. And I remember him in Mr. Mom.
Credits to his name. I'm kind of young too. He's only 8.
Yep. He was only 80 years old at that age, and don't know why these people don't keep calling and told them I didn't want their insurance.
Right before him, we lost Bill Cobbs.
Yes.
Born 1934. Good 9 years before Martin.
See ya.
Bill Cobbs is wow. He's got a filmography on him. He's got a 200 credits. Probably better known for The Bodyguard. Demolition Man. He was the one older black.
Yeah.
That remembered Sylvester Stallone.
Yes.
And they were the two that could actually talk to each other.
Right. Yes.
He also was in a great movie, Grease Lightning, with Richard Pryor about Wendell Scott,
Oh yeah.
a biopic about Wendell Scott, the first black NASCAR driver or stock car driver at the elite level.
Yep.
What's up, great movie. Wow, he did New Jack City, People Under the Stairs, The Hard Way, Night at the Museum. He was the black older guard of the three older guards that were kind of guiding Ben Stiller along.
Yep, I remember that. Wow. Man, it's sad. This is two losses right there. And then we had Donald last week. Oh, man, we've had some great ones pass away. Oh, man, what a week it's been. At least we can go back and watch all these movies and see these great actors doing their movies and shows and stuff to, back in their heydays. Well, top 10 movies. Inside Out, we talked about it last week. You said pretty good movie for kids, families to watch and everything. It stayed at number 1, and we got a few in the top 10. Did you get to see anything new in the top 10?
Watched one of them because I thought it was gonna take number 1.
Okay.
And it just missed the mark. Quiet Place. A1. Absolute trash.
Thank you. Horror movie.
It was horrendous. This movie.
What's up, AU? Oh, man. Now you know why it didn't take number 1.
This movie was the definition of trying to capitalize off of the franchise.
All right.
And I had some hope for it.
Okay.
That it's the prequel for these Quiet Place movies.
Okay.
So, I only watched the first Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really care for it. Quiet Place Part 2, I just didn't bother.
Right.
It's just the same movie again.
Exactly. Over and over.
Well, I figured, hey, we're going to get an origin story of these aliens, these monsters, these things.
Right.
And we didn't. This movie is riddled with problems. Man, I can't believe I sat and watched it.
Sounds like he wasted his time, folks. He's like, oh,
No,
man.
I mean, it follows this. Where do I start? It follows this cancer patient.
Okay.
Youngle from Black Panther 1 and 2. Yeah, somebody in that movie. But probably better known as she was Maz Kanata, the little orange alien in the Disney Star Wars sequels. She did her voice.
Okay.
But it follows her character. She's a cancer patient.
Okay.
At this center, and they want to go. They go into the city,
Skip pizza.
So whatever, they go check out this like puppet marionette show.
Oh, wow.
Probably the most enjoyable thing.
Wow.
This older white gentleman who's putting on the performance for them.
Okay.
This one marionette puppet, and just what he does with it, the movements, the choreography that he uses with it. He pulls off some little tricks, has the thing blow up a balloon. It was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. And
Right.
the music that goes along with it is pretty nice. I'll give the movie that. It had great music. So, they leave that and they're kind of out in the town and she's at a store.
Mm-hmm.
And it just happens.
Oh.
Things start coming down from the sky. And it's just like, oh, it's happening. Survives 2 explosions. Of course she does. Because she's main star.
Right.
She's almost Mary Sue.
Okay.
The arguments against that is like, oh, no, she's not Mary Sue. She has cancer. And I was like, well, cancer hasn't killed her, and these explosions haven't killed her. She's unkillable.
Exactly.
But she hasn't done anything. Whatever, they just cut.
What?
They just cut.
What?
And it comes back in to where she's underground. Somebody rescued her. She's underground with a bunch of people. And the first thing they do, the first person that interacts with her, just puts their finger over their lip. Saying, shh, be quiet. Shh, be quiet. And the movie continues. It's like, well, how did you figure this out? How did y'all figure out that fast? This invasion just happened. It's been like 15 minutes. Y'all have already figured out. Stay quiet. Why did you figure that out? There's no explanation. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. It's just, we know. I'm looking for an origin story.
Right.
About these aliens, and it's just never there. The aliens you hardly see in the movie. It's mostly comprised of these people walking around. She has an emotional support cat that doesn't make a sound.
Oh,
For
good.
the whole movie. It's like,
Quiet cat.
I've never heard a cat be that quiet.
Yeah, really, right? Oh, my goodness.
There's these shots where the military are the loudest people in the movie. They blow up the bridges leaving town for reasons.
Right.
That's never explained, so it's like you just send everybody to their death.
Yeah.
It was just like, what is this all about?
Wow.
Now let's get those bridges out of here.
Let's just blow them up. Trap the people.
There's a ton of unnecessary jump scares in this movie, and they're not even from the aliens. It's just stupid little convoluted manufactured events. Just, here's a jump scare for you. Here's a jump scare. Here's the big music sting jump scare for you. And it's just like, oh, why do you keep doing this? You're jump scaring where nothing is happening. They're just having too much. Like part of the thing, she just survives. There's a scene where she's down in a basement with I think it was the nurse guy. This random machine just turns on. He's panicking. He's freaking out. He's trying to turn it off.
Turn it off.
Oh no, noise. He gets it turned off, but he gets killed. Not her.
Well, she's a survivor.
She survives another encounter.
She's a survivor.
And I think it was about 45 minutes into the movie, I checked out because she was talking to somebody and was still complaining about, I gotta get my pizza. And I'm like, are you a cancer patient or a mental patient? Are you autistic or what's going on with you?
She still wanted pizza. I mean, come on.
Around you, all you can think about is pizza.
Well, you know,
That's why I just tuned out. I mean, this movie's like an hour and 40 minutes long. And I just kind of checked out.
Oh, Lord. It sounds about boring.
Somebody woke me up. It was over. Some guy woke me up and he like shook me. And I looked up and I was like, and he's like, it's okay. It's over.
It's okay, buddy. It's over. She finally got her pizza.
And he saw my notepad and he's like, oh, you're one of those movie critic guys. And I was like, well, I was just taking notes. But thanks for waking me up. And I walked out with him and I was like, how did it end? Well, technically it just kind of ended. Bro, you don't see her die.
Right.
Some white guy, I can't remember which character he's supposed to be. I think he was he wasn't the nurse. That guy died. I think it was Joseph Quinn from Eddie Munson from Stranger Things.
Okay.
But he made it out with the cat. He's like, the cat lived. I was like, of course
Good.
The cat lived.
Good. I'm glad the cat lived.
This movie was just too long. There's not enough monster in it. It was a lot of them sneaking around, trying to creep from place to place, and it's just like, stay put. The military's out there making all that noise. Stay put.
Well, I just, wow.
$7 million budget, but somehow opened to $53 million. I figured people were going to be curious about this movie. That was leading me to think it might take number one.
Right.
And I love that Inside Out 2 is still number one.
There you go.
Still by like $4 million. I love that.
I do too. The kids take over. Oh my goodness. There's only two questions I have. One is I wonder if she ever got her pizza. And two, what about this new Kevin Costner 4-part series that's coming out that made its debut at number 3, Horizon Chapter 1. This Chapter 2 is supposed to come out in August or something. Have you heard anything about this particular movie?
She did get her pizza.
Good. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Plot resolution, I guess.
Yes, it is. Thank goodness. Thanks. Woo! Yes.
So annoying. And probably even more annoying is that this actress is. I can say this because I'm black.
Okay.
She's darker than midnight. And there were a lot of things that take place in the dark. And it's like, I can barely see her. Where are you? Smile for me, honey. I can't see. Oh, there you are. Open your eyes wide. Oh, there you are.
Oh, man.
Don't cast somebody that dark in complexion and then have all these dark scenes.
Right.
It just makes no sense. Well, a lot of this movie takes place, let's say about half of it takes place underground.
Okay.
It's just the weirdest places. But this movie is going to, I think it's going to fall.
Good. Needs
This
to.
is directed by Michael Sarnowski.
Right.
The only thing I could really find to his credit was a movie called Pig that had Nicolas Cage in it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I saw that on Roku yesterday.
He wrote and directed this. Could only find 6 other shorts he's done with some TV stuff. Fight Night Legacy in Olympia.
Okay.
Heard of those two, but never seen them. Also writing with him was John Krasinski, Jim from The Office.
Oh, Jim.
We just had to deal with him with the Ryan Reynolds movie It this year.
Yeah, he was in that.
And Brian Woods, who did the screenplay for Quiet Place 1, and it says it's based off of his characters for part 2 and this one. So I'm not sure if he actually wrote on the second 2. But he did this in 65, that flop with Adam Driver. And the Boogeyman, which I
The Boogeyman.
don't hear anything about.
I'm the boogeyman. I'm coming to get you.
Starring Lupita and Joseph Quinn, Eddie Munson, Alex Wolff, who's also a pig, and Oppenheimer. And the best character in the movie, I think, I still can't say his name, but Desmond Hansu.
Okay.
It was Karaf in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Probably better known from the Shazam movies. He was the original Shazam, the Black Wizard who gave Shazam his powers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gladiator, he was the only black gladiator, and Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Yes. That guy.
And he's in Quiet Place too,
Ooh.
which I found strange. It was like, yeah, you're in the first movie. And I guess he didn't die in this one. I guess not, because he makes it into Quiet Place Part 2. But yeah, this movie, I would not waste the time at all going to the theater to see this.
Not going to do that anyway. So there you go. All right, we're going to take a short break. Come back. We got more with Shane. We'll talk more movies, more shows, what hot, what's not, all that good stuff coming up after this short little break. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys. True Freeman's on with us. Pepper as well as Raging Bull. He says that one of his favorite movies is Young Guns. Guys, answer our poll question this morning. Back in a moment. We'll be back right after this. Woo, yay.
Oh, yeah, there's some things to say about that Horizon American Saga.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh-oh, I wanted to ask you about that because I know it came in at number 3 and there's supposed to be like four chapters coming out. And it came out on my birthday on Friday, and then the next one comes out in August or something, I think. So
Yeah. What I was reading was he wants to do 4 parts.
okay.
1 and 2, like 2 is already in the books.
Yeah, I know.
And they started production on 3.
Okay.
People looking for funding.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Yeah, that was on the fence, right? And how disappointing this one was. Now, I wanted to watch it, but then I saw the runtime and I was just like, oh, no. Maybe another time. This movie's 3 hours long. Think you are, Scorsese.
Well, you know him. He wanted to do a 4-part series. I mean, the synopsis is good enough for 1 movie, possibly 2 movies. But I mean, if you're going to do 4-part chapters, they need to put that out on Netflix and make it something that you can sit down and watch like that.
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best
3
way to
hours.
keep heat is to stay hydrated. And water treated Neal has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant
Oh, it's going to be windy and a little windy today.
and easy drive-through pickup. And check
No
out
rain
the
in
selection
forecast.
of health-boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in Neal.
All right. I say click this down, click that down. We're coming back. 34 minutes past the hour, ladies and gentlemen. 76 degrees in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area. Rain in the forecast. Partly cloudy right now and windy out there. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 7th Street in Noonan. We're back with Shane B doing more talks about what's going on in the movie theaters on Netflix, Roku, and all that good stuff. What's hot, what's not. And we're going to talk about this number 3 movie that Kevin Costner is, I think, in and everything. And I know he's got a part 2, chapter 2 coming out in October. So it took the number 3. Let's talk a little bit about that movie. What did you hear about it, Shane?
If I'm not mistaken, this is the movie that Costner wanted Alec Baldwin to be a part of.
Oh, okay.
Till everything happened.
Yeah, till the Rust situation. Yeah. You can't shoot his people. Kevin.
This is supposed to be, I guess you could call this was Kevin Costner supposed to be his masterpiece. Apparently, he worked on this movie for a very long time.
Wow.
$100 million budget. He mortgaged one of his properties.
Wow.
Spent $38 million of his own money to try to make this movie happen.
Wow.
And flop. They only cleared about right under $12 million opening weekend.
Yes.
And yeah, he wanted it to be a 4-part series.
That's what I was hearing.
Of course, you dropped this one already.
Yep.
Part 2, or chapter
2. Yes.
It's already ready to go in August.
Yep.
And chapter 3 is in production right now, but he's still looking for funding. It's possible this chapter 3 might not happen. This movie's got critically slammed. I didn't see it, but I've just seen so much about it because of the 3-hour runtime.
Ooh.
It's like, I don't know if I've seen the theater that long.
No, it's hard.
But you build up a story.
Yes.
In chapter 1 for 3 hours.
Mm.
Maybe if you did something about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I mean, if you make it 4 parts.
Yes.
Why does your first chapter have to be 3 hours long?
Yeah, really. Gilligan had that same problem.
And which is kind of crazy because, you know, our number 1 here, Inside Out 2,
Yeah.
just hit $1 billion.
Whoa,
Just
really?
more people wanted to go see that than this Kevin Costner movie.
Well, you know, kids are
Maybe
fun.
because of the R rating, maybe because it's easier for the kids to watch. I don't know.
Yep.
People are still going to watch Inside Out 2.
Yep.
But and maybe the title had something to do with it. It's called Horizon, an American Saga.
Yep.
For 1. That's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful.
And Horizon is actually the name of a town that he's
Right.
trying to go to. This explores a 15-year span of a pre- and post-Civil War expansion and settlement of the West. Now, I'm always up for a good Western, but it doesn't need to be that long.
Right.
But, you know, it's written, directed, and starring Kevin Costner.
Of course.
The boy here. Writing with him on this, John Barrett. What was it, chapter 2? And pretty much that's it. This one and chapter 2. And Mark Kasdan, who wrote and produced on Silverado.
Right.
So, okay, these two work together.
Okay.
You know, starring Costner, Sam Worthington's in here, Sienna Miller from American Sniper, G.I. Joe,
Okay.
Rise of Cobra.
Rise of Cobra. Woo!
Jenna Malone, she was young Jodie Foster in Contact.
Okay.
Owen Croce,
Okay.
He's Poseidon and Wrath of the Titans. Wrath of the Titans with Sam Worthington. So all these people just all work together. Colonel Stryker in X-Men Wolverine. Michael Rooker. I always enjoy him. He was Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy. Also from Walking Dead. Will Patton. I enjoy him also. He was Bruce Willis's right-hand man in Armageddon. Also in Yellowstone with Costner. Also in Gone in 60 Seconds with Giovanni. So,
Right.
people have all worked together. And I guess somewhat of a love interest for Costner in this Abby Lee.
Right.
The only real thing I know her from was Mad Max Fury Road. She was one of the
Okay.
Morton Joe's
Yeah.
wives.
Yeah.
She's the really blonde, white-haired girl.
Okay.
Made friends with one of the older ladies from the Green Place who had all the seeds and stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, $100 million budget. This movie just flopped.
Oh man.
I don't see any hopes for your part two.
No, not coming out in August unless there's just nothing that week he's coming out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's getting critically torn apart. But I'm not really hearing what's bad about the movie. I'm hearing more about the runtime doesn't justify what's going on. The
Right.
budget doesn't justify
What's going on?
what's going on.
Okay. Wow.
So I'd say stay home, wait for this thing to end up on Paramount or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember this. Oh, here it is right here. This is Warner Brothers, so yeah, I could wait for it to come to streaming. Probably on HBO Max sooner or later.
Somewhere. You'll find it somewhere on the internet. Might be pretty good at what it is if you got that time to waste, but and not in theaters, Not in theaters. You don't have time.
Yeah, I think if they continue to go on with this part 3, if they go through with a part 3 and 4, if he finds the funding he needs,
Right.
he'll probably end up goes directly to streaming.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, Shane, as always, it's a pleasure having you and talking about what's going on and everything and all that good stuff. Tell everybody how to follow you.
That went by fast. We got one more.
Oh,
Coming up soon,
okay, go ahead.
tomorrow,
Okay.
I am kind of stoked and excited to see this. More or less out of curiosity, we got Axel Foley.
Oh,
Beverly
yeah.
Hills Cop Axel.
That's right, Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah.
Now, this, a nice solid, about a 2-hour runtime.
Good.
I'm not crazy about the director, Mark Malloy.
Uh-oh.
The only thing I found on him, he just done a bunch of short little videos for Apple, Nissan, and Johnny Walker, written by Will Bill.
Okay.
Well, he did Bad Boys 4.
Okay.
A little credit. But he
Good
also
deal.
did Aquaman and Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, I mean, he got better. Tom Gormick.
Say that.
Whatever. Did the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Nick Cage, and Pedro Pascal.
Yes.
Him and Kevin Eaton did that. But we got Eddie coming back. We got Judge Reinhold coming back to play
Yeah.
Billy Rosewood.
Yep.
We got John Ashton coming back to play Sergeant Taggart in part
Yep.
2.
Yep.
Bringing in Kevin Bacon
Oh,
as
no.
their captain.
No.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's going to be a cop somewhere in the force. Bronson Pinchot is coming back to play Sergei Balky from Perfect Strangers.
Yep.
Paul Reiser's sneaking his way in there.
Oh, no. Mad about it.
And I gotta go back and watch the trailer again because we're adding Taylor Page, who's playing Jamie Foley
It might be his daughter.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
Go
thinking.
back and look at the trailers. On
Yeah, you got to figure that out. No, she's some kind of kin to.
Out tomorrow on Netflix. I think that's one a lot of people are going to have their eyes on. It looks like, as far as I can see, it looks like it's going to have that. It's going to have that comedy in there. It looks like they're going to get back to some of the stylings of more of Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Good.
And a little more comedic with it.
Good.
Not over the top and not as silly. They got a big shoes to fill to make up for part 3.
Oh.
Part 3 was just critically destroyed.
Yes.
For good reason.
There was. Wow. It's coming out. Everybody's been talking about that. They're so excited about this Beverly Hills Cop 4 coming out on Netflix, guys. Check it out this tomorrow. You can check it out over the weekend if you can. All right. Shane, tell everybody how to follow you and all that good stuff and all the stuff that's going on with you.
We are Sick 2210 on YouTube. If you go to the channel now, we did a test last night on
Right.
trying to start a podcast here, and we did a test run last night. Just testing out the format for StreamYards and everything. I am currently doing some streaming now on another channel. I'm trying to share it in your Facebook group.
Okay.
With a guy called Lobo Chris. We stream Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We just do a lot of talk about just random stuff.
Right.
Try to stay light on politics.
Right.
We just did a 4-hour stream this past Sunday that got more views than our first one. It was only 2 hours. That was kind of shocking. But it was just me, my producer, and the guy Lobo that wanted to try this with us. Just having fun, sitting around, shooting the breeze.
There you go.
But soon enough here, if I can get everything working right, I'm going to try another test run with this today. I'm going to have my own podcast, which is me and my producer. It's going to be called 16 Ounce Curls, but you'll be able to find it on my channel, Sick 2210 on YouTube.
Yes.
So, streaming coming soon.
There you go, guys. Definitely follow Shane and keep up with all the stuff's going on with him and follow his podcast for sure. All right, guys, when we come back on the network, we close out in just a few. Awesome, brother. That was good as always.
Man, that went by fast.
It does, man. That's what happens. All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it, get a little rest. I know you had a long day and you got some other things to do. We'll talk again next Tuesday.
Clean up this mess, show this to my pops, and figure out how this thing fell.
That's not good. You just probably didn't have it hung up right, man. It's probably, or you put it up and it just came loose or something. Probably just something small.
What shocked me, he had another picture of autographed picture of somebody from the Pittsburgh Penguins that I was sitting there playing Xbox and the thing just fell. The frame gave out.
That happens, brother. Oh, man. Well, maybe he's not hanging them up right. Maybe that's what it is. All right, man. We'll talk again next week. All right, brother. Take care. All right. Bye. The phone was going off on Shane while that was going on. So for you guys that didn't know. Raging Bull, what's up, Elias? We're gonna finish out our then we got other things to do. What's up, brother? What's up, Drew? Peanuts is in the house. Drew is up in the house with us. AU, Raging Bull. I didn't get to say hey to you guys, but I am now. We had guests on. Usually I say hey to everybody. I hope everything's going great with you guys as well. We're going to close out the show in just a few. I think I got. Oh, I'm not going to say it's slow because I know what you do, Drew. I know.
Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location.
Good, brother. Glad to hear.
So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
I do remember you, brother. I do. I want a fish dinner now. You want a fish dinner? A lot of us grew up on Rambo there, Raging Bull. That's cool. John Rambo. Thank you, Drew. He's currently on the. We appreciate you tuning in, brother. I appreciate you, Drew.
Join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show. Every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more.
It does sound like fire, and I love Rambo. My dad made me watch all of this. It's true. Well, you grew up on John Rambo. That's good. All right, let's clear that. Let's do this. Welcome back in. Want to thank our good friend Shane B for being with us this morning, this hour for movie reviews. And last hour, Richard Holdridge talking sports with us as we're in the midst of the baseball season and getting the second half of Major League Baseball and everything. Oh, my goodness. We're talking about all kinds of movies and shows. Rambo would have been a good TV series as well. Which movie would make a great television show? 34% say Top Gun, 25% say Young Guns, 27% say Beverly Hills Cop. Got that movie coming out tomorrow, too. And The Crow, I know there was a movie about it, but, you know, a show, tried to be a show, didn't work out. 14% of it. So there you go. Rambo's a good one. Matrix, Shane said, Back to the Future, if it was done right, I would like it. A show, you know, not a cartoon, but a show and everything. So there you go. What about The Invader of the Body Snatchers? That might be a good movie, too. Oh, a good show, too. But it would probably end series within early. Thank you for your service, Drew. Yes, indeed. We appreciate you, young man. Drew McIntyre wins his match to go to Money in the Bank this weekend. We're going to talk about Money in the Bank later on Friday. On Friday's show as we prepare for Money in the Bank this weekend. And the Wyatt Six. I like how they did a second interview like they did with the video camera where they put a videotape in and how they had him introduce why. And the first one was who they were and why they did what they did. The second one is why they came together and all these lost souls came together because the WWE basically used these people and pushed them to the side. And that's where the Wyatt Six came from. So I kind of like that. Triple H is not forgetting who these people were, but for bringing on some new characters without just ignoring that they were already there and we've seen them before. Just turned 26 on Sunday. Oh, I'm still a baby. I had a birthday on this past Friday, so you were a couple days after me. Well, happy birthday to you, Drew. Happy birthday to Brandon this morning as well, B-Doll. Happy birthday to Brandon. I think he's turning the same age. I think he's turning 26 today. Oh. You might feel like you're still a baby, but that's getting old, buddy. I'm telling you, Drew. You're getting old. You're gonna turn around and you're gonna turn around and you're going, these damn kids nowadays. You're only 26. Yeah, but you know what? I was their age. We didn't have all of the Bluey and all that on the TV. And we could go download in YouTube. We had YouTube, but we had mom and dad had to pay for Disney. And yeah, guys, Drew, you'll be sitting there saying you can get everything on the computer now, but we used to have to pay for Disney and Nickelodeon. Pepper said, I wish I was 26 again. You can always pretend to be 26. It is 2024. I am going to pretend to be a millionaire. There you go. Drew says you're still 26 at heart. Oh, Lord. Love it. Love it. I knew a few people that's probably your age, Drew, that I was working with a few years ago that was probably 18, 19, turning in their 20s. It's the 2024. It's crazy. You got that right. They were talking about, when we were watching Nickelodeon, I was like, yeah, these kids nowadays don't have what you guys have. It's great. It's great to see all that. Oh. Well, one thing shut down, but that's all right. That's all right. Everything else is still up and running. That's all that matters. You only got 3 hours on there. I might start show a little early. All right, that's about all I got for you guys today. That's about it. We come back tomorrow. We should have Randy Rocket Cody with us, as well as 4th of July show on Thursday. May or may not be here. You never know. And on Friday, we will have the Money in the Bank show. Get ready for Money in the Bank this coming up weekend. And it's going to be for my wrestling fans. Most of my young people are wrestling fans, so most of you guys are. We'll do that on Friday and everything. And we'll do a review of this week's soap operas for our soap opera fans. Thomas, I want you back. Last week I wanted Steffi's husband. Yeah, what's going on with that? Oh, Hope last week wanted Steffi's husband. Now that Thomas is back in the picture, she wants him back. And then they killed off the poor old man. Ron Howard's brother in real life played an old man that was supposed to be a singer on there. Then they killed him off. We got to play Clue and figure out who did it. How about that? Oh, yeah, let's do soap operas. That's right. We'll probably do the review on Friday for you. But then they killed some guy off. And we can't decide who did it and why they did it. They had people show up that you hadn't seen ever on the show in a long time. And then they show up and this guy dies. We can't make the current people on there be bad guys because they got to be there all the time. So we got to bring in the other people. And here's the thing, when you got all these people standing around and the one that's trying to save the guy is Sheila. 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 Victor Newman had all the women, young and old, and got his sons women too. That's what they do on them shows. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. What's up, CDP? How you doing? Trick question. They've all been TV shows. We're talking about real TV shows, not. I don't count that Crow thing that came out. Back tomorrow, guys. Oh, nope. We don't want to share that. We're going to shut it down. We'll see you on the flip side. CDP says, hey, I want to remember. No. We don't want to remember those crappy shows, do we? We're talking about making new shows. You, me, Shane, all of us. You guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning to you guys. Hello. Hello?
Hi, this is Sam from Healthcare Solution. How are you doing?
I am doing good. I need you to take this number off before I send the FCC after you and take your job. Now get the hell off my phone and never call me back again. I told you this was a business line. How come y'all are so retarded? Is your mom and dad's cousins? All right, guys. I'm getting tired of them calling while you guys. That's what I do to them. I make them feel bad to the point where they only get 3 calls a day now. Used to, they call me all day. Now they only call me 3 times a day. I make them feel really, really bad. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.